Petros was born on the 7th of July, 2000. My first child, I remember the excitement we had. His father, Tamuka, loved him so much. He took every opportunity he could to hold his baby boy. He loved carrying him, hugging him, even changing his dirty diapers. Tamuka just simply loved his son that way. As Petros grew older, it became very apparent that we had a genius on our hands. He developed an interest in computers from a very young age. And so we got him a laptop. Tamuka believed it was important that we helped Petros harness his natural skills.
I'll give you my all, give anything, but I won't give us up. I never loved this hard before. With you, I'm never feeling low. I'll never let you go. I'll give you my all, give anything, but I won't give us up. I wanna keep you close. I want the whole world to know. Some things have been difficult, that's only natural. Loving you was something that I never had a doubt about. With every touch and kiss, you got me feeling and floating like Ali. No time to pretend. From the first time we met, I wanted you to be my beginning, my middle, my end. When I hear a song you like play on the radio, you feel upon my brain like an unbalanced ratio. Who won't stop thanking my lucky stars? You came into my life just at the right time. You know, I know you're the one. You've turned my whole world. I never let you go. I'll give you my all, give anything, but I won't give us up. I never loved this hard before. With you, I'm never feeling low. I'd never let you go. I'll give you my all, give anything, but I won't give us up. I wanna keep you close. I want the whole world to know. It don't get better than this. All the sweet memories, all the stories that we share will fill up Instagram. I wanna share all your thoughts and your pain. I wanna love you again and again. Never let you go. I'll give you my all, give you anything, but I won't give us up. I never loved this hard before. With you, I'm never feeling low. I'd never let you go. I'll give you my all, give you anything, but I won't give us up. I wanna keep you close. I want the whole world to know,
There is a greatness in our child, Mumu. He always used to say. He always used to tell me. When Petros was 10, his father passed away. I can honestly say that's when I started failing. I know I should have been there for him as his mother, but I was just as devastated with the news. How was I supposed to comfort him over something that I hadn't even accepted myself? How was I supposed to tell him that he couldn't see his father anymore because life is just cruel? How was I supposed to explain to him that his father won't be able to take him to school anymore? That he won't be able to see his first day of high school, his graduation, his wedding? How was I supposed to tell him that all the memories that he had with his dad were all he was ever going to get? How was I supposed to? I couldn't. I wasn't even strong enough to do it.
So I did. I had to break the news to him. I had to be the one who broke his heart.
I'm sorry about your husband.
I was just a mess. I couldn't work. I fell behind on my rentals. So we had to move out of the house that he grew up in. I forced him to move out of the house that he had memories with his father. He didn't want to go, but I couldn't afford it. We moved in with my brother Ezekiel. I felt safe with him.
But it was difficult for the boy. Imagine having to move out of a house that's sacred to you because it has the last memories you have with your father. And to make it worse, you have to go live with the uncle that delivered the news to you. For a long time, it was hard for him to look at me. I am the one who delivered the news, so he kind of associated the passing of his father's death with me. It was like I was a constant reminder in his face that his father was gone.
We stayed with Ezekiel for a few months, and then things got complicated. When my husband's brother showed up. Look, if you think my brother's wife and child are going to stay with you, then you are crazy. He was my blood and I would take care of them. Nye, 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 nye. He used to say. And he demanded that we leave Ezekiel's house. That was the second mistake I made when I was raising Petros. I should have never agreed to that. Never. We moved from a quiet and secure environment where we could mourn and just process this new and terrible situation peacefully, and we were thrown into a rowdy and noisy, unfamiliar environment.
How was the relationship between Petros and his uncle?
The worst. The man is a truck driver. He spends most of his days on the road. When he was out on his trips, the house had little to no provisions. I had to do my best to buy the groceries. And then after that, imagine Bianca would lock it up in their storeroom so that she would take them and lock them and keep them. We would only eat when they wanted us to eat. The food that I worked hard for. It was worse when Muti came back from his trips. He would always be drunk. He used to accuse his wife of cheating. They would fight. Every day it was either a nasty physical or verbal exchange. It became a very uncomfortable place to live, sure.
So why didn't you leave?
I don't know, honestly. I didn't believe I had the strength or the ability to take care of Petros all by myself. And I regret that. Uncle Muti was a problem to everyone. Sometimes he would come home drunk. Petros would be doing his homework and his uncle would take his books and sit on them and say, "You think you're better than me? You think you're so smart?" He would insult my baby, discourage him every day. I didn't know what to do.
This uncle, does he have children of his own?
No, they couldn't have a child. Muti was always jealous of Tamuk, and he was always compete with him. So I think maybe Petros was seen more as a symbol of Tamuka's superiority. Because Muti took it as an indication that Tamuka had better genes. So I guess he would also take out his frustrations on my poor son.
Tell me something. And how would Petros react to all of these crazy shenanigans that his uncle would do?
My baby would do his best to try and hold it in. Whenever Uncle Muti was around, he would just do his best to not be around the house. The problem, of course, was now at night time. So he would spend his time outside, preferring to read his books and do his homework there, just so that he could enjoy a little bit of some peace and quiet.
So he never fought back?
Never.
Or shouted back?
No.
Not even once?
He always chose to avoid conflict.
Petros, so when did you change?
Love you anyway, despite the hurt and pain. Like going out on a rainy day, and I'm a trial and I need to pay. Like I don't care what my family say. If things go bad, I'ma take the blame. Promise I won't leave them here to stay. Like the height of summer, no autumn fade. I'm falling and falling and falling again. Love you though you say you wanna be friends. I ain't Shinashi, but I'ma pretend that I am Barbie and you are my Ken. Fantasy house with the white picket fence. Building our futures with keyboard and pen. Stew in the back and the his and hers bench. I'll be by your side as soon as the
Told me it ain't easy living freely, falling in love. I'ma take chances, give everything I have. I don't really care if you feel the same. I love you anyway. I love you anyway.
Yeah, the love ain't got no end, like a black card, no limit on the time spent. Every sin forgiven, you ain't even gotta repent. Swear I got your back like a 5-man defense. This love is debilitating. I ignore my mama's berating. Confuse love with the music we're making. All of my songs just packs that I'm
Told me
Satan.
it ain't easy living freely, falling in love. I'ma take chances, give everything I have. I don't really care if you feel the same. I love you anyway. I love you anyway. I love you anyway.
Even if we fly, even if we fall, even if we crash or we have
I
it
love you
all.
anyway.
Even if we fly, even if we fall, even if we crash or we have it all. Even if we fly, even if we fall, even if we crash or we have it all. Even if we fly, even if we fall, even if we crash or we have
I
it
love you
all.
anyway.
I finally got the courage to move out. We found a small cottage that I thought we could afford, but it didn't work out. So we were forced to move out again. And again we went to stay with Ezekiel. And again Uncle Muti came to collect us because there was no way his brother's wife and child were staying with someone else. And the cycle continued. The abuse, the fighting, the insults, eating when they wanted us to eat, discouraging Petros when he tried to do something. I would try to move out, but it wouldn't work, and so the cycle, it just continued.
So you're saying every time his uncle would provoke him, Petros would choose to leave the house rather than confront him?
Yes, that's right.
Well then, that is time that's unaccounted for. Who knows what he could have been up to during that time?
Yeah, that is true. Maybe that's where he met Ryder Joe.
Oh, no, it can't be.
And how do you know?
Because I knew where he would go. I'm his mother.
Wait.
Vongai.
Vongai?
Vongai. Initially, he would just go for long walks and come back home after he lost all that negative energy. But it so happened that the times he would go for these walks, Vongai would be out on her afternoon run, and so their meetups graduated from being pure coincidence to intentional meetups.
Interesting. So this Vongai, do you know if they are still in touch?
To be honest, I don't know. Only she can answer that way. I don't know.